All right, so before we start, I just want to show y'all a clip. I left it out of the last video where we were spearfishing Spanish mackerel. So I'm going to show y'all that right now. So yeah, now we're gonna head over here and get into the video and show you guys what I've been up to. Welcome back, guys. It is actually now February out here and it is still pretty wet and rainy. It's been like overcast for some reason for like 2 weeks, and this is actually what the beach has looked like this past week. And as you can see, like you can barely see anything. It's just coated with fog everywhere. Today, actually, I'm gonna show y'all something that I made recently, and it's actually for, ooh, we gotta walk through the mud right here. It's actually for my new Hobie Outback that I got this last summer. And if y'all saw, I made a video going offshore in that thing, and I have to say that I think I really like offshore kayak fishing. That was a super fun trip, and what I wanted to do is actually just look at my kayak and figure out a way to mount more angles for my GoPros. And I also looked online, and all I'm gonna say about that is that I'm not gonna spend like 60 to 100 bucks on something that I can make myself, considering we have all of these little rod holders, and as you can see, or maybe you've already seen, all you need is some PVC. And I actually have two different sizes. I got this longer one and then the short one that I can use for like a hand camera. And all I did, and I know that there's plenty of ways to do this, there's a bunch of different GoPro mounts, and that there's a lot of other ways I could have done this, and I looked at them, but this is the simplest thing. This is the simplest way I found. All it is a simple GoPro clamp mount. And then let me turn the camera here. Let's put it actually in the rod holder. All it is the clamp, and then you have the little insert that goes in there. It's just like a little bracket that extends up. And then all I added was one more. I'll show you right here. All I added was this one more attachment to that, just to make it where the GoPro will stand up straight. And so now with this setup right here, you can move the camera side to side and then up and down. So I thought that was super good for being able to film like the whole kayak, things in front of me, things behind me, things to the side, stuff like that. And also this clamp comes off. So if I want to move a camera, all I have to do is unclamp it and move it. Also, I have this super long piece, and I'll show you in a second how I mount that. But let's say I want to put my camera super high above the kayak, so it's way up here. And let's say it's gonna film downward from way up there. If I want to change that angle, all I have to do is just adjust the elevation on here. It's super simple, and this clamp is super strong, so it's not gonna be falling off. And if anything, you can just attach a leash. Just to let y'all know, regular PVC like the ones I have is kind of loose inside. So all I'm gonna do is just use like bandana, and let me show y'all. All you have to do to fix this issue, and I think this is kind of like a multi-purpose fix, is just like this. Make sure it's tight, and all you need to do, I mean, clearly you can make it look cleaner than this. This is just like a demonstration. Just slide it inside the kayak and kind of adjust it, make sure it's snug. So now it's not going to move as much. And also this fabric right here is going to be a method of kind of like dampening that kayak sound, because these things do make a lot of sound. So this is going to be kind of like a noise dampener, as well as keeping the pole still while we're kayaking. So it's going to eliminate that little extra size in the rod holder. And obviously you can kind of adjust it. Like that was a very loose fit. I can take it in and out, but also you can just make your fit a little bit tighter. Kind of adjust and make it something more of a snug fit, just so it stays up a lot tighter and sturdier. And obviously there's always going to be some play. There's always going to be a little bit of play with these mounts, but with stabilization and stuff, it shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, so the cloth is going to act as like a noise dampener, as well as keeping it sturdy in the boat. And now let me show y'all how this works. So this is going to be down here. I'm going to back up. All it is just literally a piece of PVC that I cut. And what you're gonna be able to do with that is actually just mount your camera on with the clamp, and then you can turn it side to side, up and down, and adjust it. So actually, let me turn this camera on. I'm gonna take some video on this to kind of show y'all what kind of angles you can get. But really what I'm saying is that like this clamp is super mobile in the sense that like I can put it up here, I can put it down here, and if I want, I can take it off and actually bring it over here and put it on my hand stick that I can use for a front camera or as like a hand camera so I can stick the camera in the water. So there's a lot of options with a super simple mount. It's really just the clamp, this little bracket, one little extension, and that's pretty much it. Now, some of y'all might be thinking, how am I gonna reach a camera that's way up here? Now, that might be an issue for some cameras, but if you have a Hero 7 like the one I'm filming on right now, it has turn on voice control. So when I'm sitting right here, all I'm gonna have to say is GoPro turn on, and it's gonna hear it and actually gonna turn on up here. It's all gonna be hands-free. So I'm pretty excited about that. And also it's gonna be on this clamp, and being in the Outback like this, it's not too hard to stand up or just get on your knees to reach up. So I'll be able to take it off whenever I want. And of course, like I said, you can move it around however you want. Let me know what you guys think about this. And I didn't pay a dime for this setup. All I did was went in my garage, found a piece of PVC, cut it, and then I looked through all of my GoPro mounts and I put that together really quick, and I think it's gonna be a really nice setup. Also with the noise dampener, if you watched my kayak video from this summer where I went, it was like my maiden voyage with this Outback. There was a lot of noise from like the kayak, just water slapping, stuff like that. And I'm thinking that maybe that's gonna help with a little bit of that. You guys let me know if you found this video helpful and if this mount saved you a couple bucks. It definitely saved me a few. And let me know if you have any other ideas for a DIY mount. Mine was pretty simple and I think it's gonna be pretty sturdy out there, but let me know if you have something better than mine or a little bit different. I wanna see what you guys have made, or maybe if you haven't made one, think of something and let me know down below. Yeah, this is a super simple mount, just a stick of PVC, couple GoPro mounts, and we're good to go. Saved me a couple dollars, and it's definitely gonna give us a lot more angles when we're out there out in the water this summer, hopefully catching fish. Like always, if you liked the video or found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, go check out the rest of my channel and consider subscribing down below and click that little bell if you haven't. And until then, we'll see you guys on the next video.